Yeah, the biggest danger is because there is a possibility that this money can be programmable. Let's roll next clip.
As Carol Quigley of Georgetown University once said, there exists a worldwide system of financial control in private hands, able to dominate the political system of each country and the economy of the world as a whole. At the apex of this system is the Bank of International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland, the central bank of central banks. The Bank of International Settlements has created a CBDC program in practically every country of the world through its innovation hub, the tech incubator set up for this purpose. The vision these autocrats have for us is to make our money programmable.
The really big dangers of CBDCs are programmability, which is that essentially it's not even money. It's like your money becomes potential money.
The whole thing about programmable money is they decide when you will have access to it and how you will be able to spend it even. Let's say you're grocery shopping, and since you're expecting guests on the weekend, you buy 4 or 5 bottles of wine, right? On the way home, you decide to fill up your car with gas. You stop at the gas station, but you're not going to be able to pump the gas. Well, you just bought alcohol, right? Look to China. That is going to be our future. And it's not going to be a future in like 30, 40, 50 years from now. It is happening now.
CBDC can allow government agencies and private sector players to allow targeted policy functions. For example, welfare payment. For example, consumption coupon. For example, food stamp.
If Congress decides that we should defund the fossil fuel industry, it would be easy for them to say, you know, the money we're lending you, you're not allowed to lend to the oil industry. And that means politicizing the allocation of credit, which is a very dangerous thing to do.
This is something that affects both sides of the aisle, really, because the options for control through things like programmability are really limitless. It just depends who's in power.
Really what they're doing is having more control over who can buy, who can sell, who can save, and if they want at any point, they can use those programs and the protocols and the blockchains to blacklist your money, to prevent you from making a transaction.
If you think about the benefits of digital money, you can have programmability. You could have, as I argue in my book, a potentially better and some people might see it, or a darker world where the government decides that units of central bank money can be used to purchase some things, but not other things that it deems less desirable, like say ammunition or drugs or pornography or something of the sort. And that is very powerful in terms of the use of a CBDC.
In 2019, we had Mastercard introduce a credit card in conjunction with the United Nations that monitored your carbon footprint.
It's the first credit card ever to stop you from overspending, in line with the UN 2030 recommendation.
And once you hit a certain level, it cut off spending,
bringing it to a direct halt, making it a radical tool against climate change.
The Bank of England was the first to come out and said, oh, well, you know, they should be programmable. The excuse was laughable, but they said a mother should be able to prevent her child from buying a chocolate bar for lunch instead of a sandwich. If a mother can program what you're not allowed to buy, they can. All right, that's the back door.
When they describe programmability, that's what it's all about. That you can, I mean, of course, they present it from a positive side. We can give money to the people who really need it. That's how they will formulate it. But the other side of the coin is that this means that they have their ideas on who should spend money on what and when.
When I say that they will use this CBDC for controlling of people, and they said, no, it's not true, it's conspiracy theory. And then after that, I asked them easily, then why this money is programmable? What is your answer for that?
Yeah, it's not fulfilling a market need. It's not, no one's asking for this. It's not filling a need of people. It's taking away a function of money. I mean, it's not money if they can program it. It's contradictory to the definition of money. It's ridiculous. So there's no need for this, and we shouldn't do it.